Hey everybody, welcome to Meet the Wheelers. I'm Mason,
I'm Sarah.
and I just surprised Sarah at work and picked her up
With a selfie stick.
with a selfie stick. Whoa! Anyways, I am going to take her to Dairy Queen right now.
Before dinner?
And we're gonna do a little vlog story when we get there. So next time you see us, we'll have blizzards in our hands.
With extra heat.
And extra Oreo.
Yum, yum, yum.
See you guys in a minute. Hey everybody, we're back and we have blizzards.
Whoop, whoop.
This is like one of Sarah's love languages.
There's also a big no-no because we both are allergic to dairy.
We're not like gonna, swell up and die, but we should not be eating this. But look it. Oh my gosh. Seriously,
Anyway.
good. Anyways, speaking of love languages, Sarah and I have had a little bit of a stressful, grumpy week, right? What'd you say?
Especially today.
Really?
Holy
Okay.
moly, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that later. So, I was kind of bad today, honey. Can you hold this? Well, you shouldn't hold this. I'm gonna put this up here. I was kind of bad today, and I got you presents.
What?
First of all, one thing about Sarah is she really likes root beer, but she never finishes a whole one. So I got her little ones.
Schmooper.
Yeah. Also, another one of Sarah's love languages is comfy clothing. So I got her these comfy yoga sweat things.
These are good pants to be grumpy in.
These are good grumpy pants, right? And so you wouldn't feel left out, I bought myself some.
Yay!
So
We're
we
gonna
can
grumpy pants together.
grumpy pants together.
You're the best.
I love you, hon.
Thank you.
Anyways, the purpose of this vlog, the actual purpose of this vlog is, I think 2 videos ago, somebody commented and said they wanted to know how we got to
IVF.
IVF. A lot of people in the TTC community on YouTube, they're doing everything from IUIs, timed intercourse, all sorts of stuff.
Everything.
Chinese acupuncture, herbal medicine, witch doctor, voodoo, all sorts of stuff.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang. So, the reason that we're not doing that, well, I guess our IVF journey, our fertility journey, started 3 years ago.
Over 3 years ago now. Now that we're almost into March.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I remember the day. It's kind of a weird thing to remember. Like the day Mason said, yes, we can start trying. But it was a big deal for me because I have wanted to be a mom since forever. I think I asked you the day after our wedding, like, can we start trying to have babies?
She didn't waste any time.
So yeah, we tried and we tried. And
About 2
it wasn't
years?
happening. And
Was it 2 years before we decided to go to a doctor?
I think a year we did. But we didn't really understand the expense of IVF. And we were pretty, for the most part, newly married and we still don't have the finances to do it.
Yeah.
So we went to a clinic and we talked with them and we kind of went through some testing with them.
Well, the first thing we did is we went to a naturopath.
Yeah.
Or was that after we first went to the clinic?
I don't remember. It's a blur.
We either went to the naturopath first or went to the clinic, saw how expensive some of the stuff was, and went to the naturopath first. Which ended up being, what?
Found out we were allergic to dairy.
Yeah, we found out we're allergic to some foods, but it had, really no impact on what we actually, our fertility.
Yeah.
But we did the naturopath thing. We tried to eat healthy and eat right and blah, yada, yada, time everything. And then we went to a clinic and decided to just go through the initial tests. And the initial tests are kind of expensive.
But insurance covered most of them.
Yours.
Yeah.
But just like a semen analysis test is like $200 or something like that. And when you're poor, $200 is a lot. And
Yeah.
especially when you're not like knowing if you're going to commit to doing this. And we can talk about finances in another video. But we went to a fertility clinic, went and talked about IUIs as being an option. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. But through the process, we did a semen analysis test and found out that basically we have male factor infertility. So I have bad morphology and not super great motility. So if you don't know what that means, the sperm are not shaped properly, and so they have a hard time actually getting into the egg. So we knew pretty early on that we needed IVF, right?
Yeah, well, we thought it was me. We thought I was the issue for a long time.
Because you had hormone imbalances.
Yeah, I have, they say PCOS, but that I think that gets overly diagnosed. And I also have a pituitary tumor, so that causes a bunch of issues in itself. So you add me plus Mason, and that equals not getting pregnant.
Yeah. One of the doctors said, like, you could try IUI a couple of times, and if it doesn't work, then go to IVF. But we're just like,
we weren't willing. I wasn't willing.
I mean, we didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money to find out that
we have to spend more money.
So we went, and actually we didn't get like such a great vibe from that clinic anyway. And so we went and looked around, and we found a clinic right now, the Palma Clinic.
Actually, one of my patients at work, she works at the hospital that's nearby, and she said to
go check them out.
Check these guys out. I've heard good things about them. We refer people to them all the time. And every time I see her, I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, they're great there. We love them.
I love them.
And we went there initially because they had some good discount prices on like a one-time IVF thing. And ultimately, and like I said, we're not going to talk too much about costs, but we went with a package that was like unlimited tries until you run out of embryos, and then I think you can either choose to start over again, or you get all like 90% of your money back.
90%, yeah.
I don't know the whole detail, but basically we got unlimited transfers with all of the fertilized eggs, or embryos. And so we ended up with, you guys either seen our videos or you can check them out. We have all of our IVF videos in a playlist. So go check those out. That's linked. But that's how we got to where we're at. And did I leave anything out, or did we leave anything?
Well, it's been 3 years is a long time, so everything is seriously like a blur. Even the last 6 months with Palma has been like crazy. But I'm really glad we went with them. I don't think we could have asked for better care there. They're very supportive to everything that we've been through so far. But yeah, I'm in a way I'm glad we did IVF, because it's like, a lot of people don't do it, and it's just kind of a special, not a good special, but a special thing to go through, I guess, and you have a different experience than other people, and we have the fertility community that we can relate to, and it's kind of special.
Yeah, it's not like anything we ever thought we'd have to do. You don't grow up thinking like, oh, I mean, you're scared of other things, not scared of like, I might not be able to have kids right away, or it's going to be difficult. But ultimately, it's brought us closer together. I mean, it's really kind of shaped who we've been for the last year and last years. But I think there's a plan, a bigger purpose involved here, and I mean, we're going to get to show our kid these videos, or kids these videos, and be like, look how much we love you.
Now go clean your room.
Now go get a job to pay for it.
We always joke that that they don't get to go to college because we had to pay for them to come into the world.
Yeah, they get to exist.
Yeah.
But hey, they're going to get to maybe work for their college and be appreciative.
We'll just get them on a sport early. So
yeah, something like that. Good scholarship.
Anyway,
I think we've been talking long enough, huh? I say this a lot. We say this a lot, but oh my gosh, we love you guys. Thank you so much Continue to share your guys' stories with us in the comments down below. Share what you guys are going through. We pray for you guys. We keep you in our thoughts. So we want to know specifically who and what we're praying for.
Madison started a Facebook page also.
Oh, yeah. If you guys want to interact with us on our Facebook page, that is also linked below. And you can find also other links to like things like Sarah and I have Instagram accounts. And,
Or our personal Facebook.
Or you can find our personal Facebooks too. But yeah, connect with us. We want to hear your guys' stories. We want to hear how your IVF cycles and IUIs and everything's going. And if you haven't already, subscribe to follow our journey. We post all of our IVF vlogs, everything, the highs, the lows, the real behind the scenes deal. And sprinkled in between, we're also posting vlogs, and we're trying to figure out how often and stuff.
And what to do in those.
And what to do in those.
It's so easy to talk about IVF.
Yeah. But you guys, we really, truly appreciate your support and your love. Thanks for joining us for our little surprise impromptu
and our grumpy pants.
Blizzard date with our grumpy pants. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
See ya.